Good morning, welcome to SlimChat. And well, I don't think I'm doing too badly on the diet, to be honest with you, but I know that I can feel like my face is getting its contours back that I had before. And I can, there is a bit of a chinage, which won't go until I'm thin. I have that kind of neck, just my luck, right? But and I can tell as well by the fact that my nose looks fat. I always feel that when my face gets thinner, my nose looks fat, and it's looking decidedly fat to me. So my face must be getting thinner. So that's a non-scale victory that I quite like. Well, apart from the fat nose and the remnants of chin, but the slimmer face is definitely a non-scale victory that I like a lot. And I've been wearing clothes that, got tight again over Christmas, which again is another non-scale victory. I haven't had a scale victory or anything, so I'm just clutching at straws for the non-scale victories, which can't, they're just as good. It means you're shrinking. And I do that anyway. I lose a chunk of weight and then I shrink. I lose a chunk of weight and then I shrink. I never kind of lose weight every week consistently. It's not the way my body works. And it doesn't matter what diet I do. I don't tell a lie. Slimming World and Weight Watchers, I've done them in the past, and I find I do lose weight every week, but I lose small amounts, in comparison to keto diets where you can lose a nice big chunk of weight. I'll lose, and it's not bad to lose consistently, like maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week. I'm not knocking it. It's just I don't feel well on those diets, so and then I expect better, greater things, and it doesn't really materialise. I like keto. It suits me. I don't know why I call it that. Atkins, keto, low carb, whatever you want to call it. Tracy's version of the aforementioned diets is what I do. I think I'm eating too many brogies. I know they are low calorie, low carb, all that, but I'm putting the cream cheese on them. Obviously, it's made with coconut rather than dairy, but eating anything to excess is never a good thing. So I must have had half a pack of those in the last 3 days. So I'd have like 2 each time I have them. It's not like I'm sitting there picking and binging on them. I only had 1 bag. But I think I need to just not keep eating that. Maybe make a little pizza out of one. Just the cheese that I opened is now gone. So that's the thing. I ate a whole tub within the last 3 days. So that's not good. That's too much cheese, even if it isn't proper cheese. So I need to be a bit more varied. And that's the problem, If I'm the only one eating that, when I open it, you have to eat them within a certain time. I'm going to be throwing stuff away. So I thought yesterday maybe I'll try a bit of pate on them, but somebody had eaten all the pate. Gary. So there wasn't any. I might get some liver sausage, as long as it's very, very low in carb, like next time I go, just to have a little check out. Although sometimes those things can trigger heartburn for me. I do have some Rennies, but obviously they are orange flavoured and probably have sugar in, so I don't really want to get onto them. Yesterday I had the very last bit of lamb. Gary was going to have it and he didn't, so I said, right, I'll have it for dinner. And then he got a bit jealous of the fact that I had it. I never seem to get any of this lamb. Well, I saved you a great big box of it and you didn't eat it, so it's mine now. Anyway, so I had that chicken with veg, and I'm not going to have that again today because I feel like I've had it too much, and as I was eating it yesterday, it started to make me feel a bit nauseous at the end. Like, enough's enough. This is just too much for me. So something completely different is in order today. Having said that, I don't know what it might be. It might just be egg, bacon and sausage and mushrooms, because I did buy a few packs of mushrooms and they don't last long in the fridge anymore. They used to last long, but they don't so much now. So I'll probably have that, and that way it's a nice, quick, easy to make meal as well. I haven't got to sit there and worry about timings and all that. I'll just make it when I'm good and ready. So yeah, and I've got some snacky stuff now. I've got some corned beef if I could feel a bit hungry. I've got tuna, and I've got some. I'm going to lay off the cheese for a bit anyway, but I've got some. I always hold my chin. It's a really weird thing, right? It's a bizarre habit, and I don't know. I think I did it in the womb. Not that I can remember, but when I get in bed at night, sometimes I find myself holding my chin. And I think when you get a habit like that, it's something that you probably did in the womb. You know, like sucking thumbs or curling it round your nose. But I think I must have like held my chin. And I don't know why, because it's not like I've got a Bruce Forsyth chin or anything. It's just one of those odd quirks that you do, you know. Some people have their little foibles, and obviously chin gripping is mine. Well, it could be worse. Could be worse, couldn't it? So I had a really awful night's sleep. I was wide awake, very tired, and this keeps happening to me, where I'm absolutely, you know, wrung out and tired, but I just can't get off. And all I could hear was Gary snore until I had to wake him up in the end and stop him. And then I did finally get off, but he does have a good old rumble about him. And that was with a nose strip on, so didn't bode well for... So the trick is to go to sleep before he gets in from work, or, you know, try. Because normally speaking, he'll come home from work and he'll play his game or something to unwind a little bit before bed. But he got through the door and said, if you make me tea, I'll take it to bed. And that was it. He was gone. And the trouble is, then I'm wide awake listening to... Sounds like an alarm going off. It's crazy. Madness. But there is this weird noise of an evening. It's like... sounds like an engine. Like... sounds like a boat engine. But it's all the time. And I used to think it was someone fishing. Which it might very well be someone fishing. And at night the sound really carries. Or it might just be someone's generator. But I have no idea. It's mildly annoying. It's not enough to keep me awake. But it's like that. There's a kind of a boom, 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 low boom, boom, boom sort of noise all the time. But it sounds like a boat engine. I don't know if it is. There have been times when I've, on a clear, warm night, not so much now, where I've opened the door and gone outside and see if I can actually hear where it's coming from. And it does sound like the sea. Holding that chin again. Got to be really conscious of that now. Put your hand down. Anyway, digressed a bit there. Boat noises and annoying things. So yeah, and I feel like I need to get some exercise, go for a walk or something, but it's muddy out, you know. We live in a swamp. We do live in a swamp. It's like an unmade road and it's muddy, and we've had a lot of rain. That's the gun. I don't know if you heard that. That was a bit of a loud one. We get guns and ammunition and unexploded bombs go off across the water over there in Essex, but I did it again. Over there in Essex is I think it's Shoeburyness, around that area, Foulness, where they do it, but of course it's only across the water for us, and it's a long way by car, you know, but not if you have a boat. It's very, very close. Which was a problem for me when I used to work for the ambulance service, because when I had we used to have this thing that told us where our nearest ambulances were, and it would always tell me that my nearest one was at Southend. Of course it isn't. Don't think so somehow. But I do have this, like, maybe I'll do it the other way. Perhaps I won't hold my chin with my right. It's always my left hand. Strange, isn't it? So, I ordered some stuff yesterday from a new diet site I've not been aware of before. They've probably been around a while. But Gemma told me about it, and her friend Sophie told her, and it wasn't until after I'd placed my order that if Gemma had referred me, she would have got 20% off, which was a bit silly that she didn't refer me. But I suppose she didn't know I'd order. But there was a few bits and bobs, and I was a bit sceptical when I first saw it, because it's every diet you can imagine is catered for on this site. And they do dairy-free, so they do vegan, they do low carb, they do Weight Watchers, Slimming World, everything. And so if all I put in was dairy-free, keto, and then a whole list of products come up. But you have to watch when you buy stuff like that, that there may be sugar-free, but they may have polyols in, which are sugars made from alcohol. And they don't knock you out of ketosis, but they stall you. So you might find that if you do those tests with the, I haven't got any, I think I do actually have a few keto strips, but if you do the test, you might still show ketosis if you do it that way, but you won't lose weight, because when you drink alcohol on a low carb diet, your body will burn that alcohol before it burns your fat. So it might not be knocking you out of ketosis if it's something like a small glass of wine or gin, vodka, white, it's kind of not the sweet white spirits like Malibu, but you know what I mean. If you drink something like that, it won't therefore knock you out of ketosis, but your body will burn that alcohol before it burns your fat. And the same is true if you eat or drink stuff with polyols in, and they have a variety of names that I can't remember at the moment, but you've got to watch the alcohol sugars, because although they don't, as I say, you'll think, why am I not losing? I'm still in ketosis and I don't understand it. And it'll be because you're eating something or drinking something that contains those things, and they will stall your loss. They don't make you put on. If you're lucky, they don't make you put on, but they will stall it. So although I did order a few things, they're going to be sparing stuff. I won't be like, and I have to remember that with the brogies as well. I don't want them to go off. I do want to use them, and then in themselves they're just puffs of nothing, but it'll be what you put on it that'll be the thing you need to watch. So yeah, I will be more careful and discerning. But they do have some really nice syrups for coffee. That's one of the things I actually ordered was coffee whitener. It was vegan, so therefore dairy free, and low carb coffee whitener. And then I ordered a few other bits and bobs. So when it comes, I'll show it to you, and I'll have a good look at the list of ingredients before but I really only have 1 cup of coffee out of the pot, so it's not like I have loads of it, so hopefully it'll be okay for me. But they classed it as low carb, so we'll see. I'll show you them when they arrive, and if it's good stuff, I'll let you know the link to the site. Anyway, I'm going to get off and go get some breakfast because I'm hungry, and make another cup of tea, and I will see you later. I'll probably do a live stream over on Crochet Rocks. So thanks for watching, stay safe, take care, and celebrate your non-scale victories. It's not just all about the scales. So bye for now, everyone.